Welcome back, my friend. So we are taking a look at the world of the PMP exam as it exists and where the PMI is headed towards. And a lot of this content is talked about in what we know as the content outline that was released in 2019 with high hopes of changing the exam in 2019. All I can say is thank goodness it didn't change, because it would have been a nightmare. It would have been. It would have been. All right, so today we started off by covering topics under the process section. So what I want to do right now, very quick, is cover what is in the process section. So today we covered task 1, execute project with urgency, required to deliver business value. We also covered manage communications, and we covered assess and manage risks. Now I want to talk about what is left. Task 4, engage stakeholders. The summary of this is you need to know where your stakeholders are on the power interest grid. Based on that understanding, you know whether to engage them in a certain way or not. If you take a look at the power interest grid in your book, Project Management Essentials, you see monitor is a strategy. Keep informed is a strategy. Manage close is a strategy. Keep satisfied is a strategy. But when do you use that? That's engage stakeholders. Next, we have manage, plan, and manage budget resources. So here you need to be very familiar with your estimating approaches. There are 4 estimating approaches, budgeting approaches, and what you get out of estimate cost and determine budget, and how you control cost. Task 6, plan and manage schedule. This, you need to be all over chapter 6. We had a little bit of chapter 6 some days ago, and some of us needed a little bit more work. I hope that's still work in progress, because plan and manage schedule, a whole lot of stuff in there. Critical path and everything from plan, schedule management to control schedule. Next, we have plan and manage quality of products and deliverables. This is really all about plan quality management, understanding what you're doing there, manage quality, understanding that you're checking the process, and control quality. That is where you are checking the product, but they all work together to get you that quality end result. Plan and manage scope. Again, it's everything in planning, from planning the scope, how you're going to manage the scope, how you're going to manage the requirements, how you're going to collect the requirements, and then the WBS, as you can see. See that? Let's make it a little bit bigger. Task 8, see WBS there? The backlog also mentioned. So the PMI, they're putting a little bit of agile, a little bit of predictive. So you really need to be on your A game regarding this stuff. 9, integrate project planning activities. Consolidate the project phase plans. Assess consolidated project plans. What are they talking about? Develop project management plan. So that is page 89 and all that stuff around it. Task 10, manage project changes. I would advise you to look up my videos on YouTube for how a change request goes from the customer all the way through the process. That is really task 10, the life of a change request. Task 11, plan and manage procurement. Plan procurement management, conduct procurement, and control procurement. All of that is really what they're alluding to here. So do your make or buy analysis, get your make or buy decision, and drive the procurement all the way through to the end. 12, manage project artifacts. So all of these artifacts that we use to manage the project, we need to constantly update them, manage them. Version control. In other words, why don't you watch my over 10-minute video on configuration management? So the way to find my videos online is to type in the title, like configuration management, and then Praizion. You'll find them on YouTube. But manage project artifacts, that's a significant one. I spent over 10 minutes talking about that. Now, we will talk about these things in subsequent weeks, but I'm giving you an idea of where you need to study up, because I actually wanted to cover all of this today, but it's obvious that we're going to have to go a little bit slower so that no one's left behind. All right, number 13, determine appropriate project methodology and practices. That is tailoring. And you also need to know that this is talking about the development approach. So going back to the question Vidya asked in the beginning, how do you know the difference between iterative, incremental, agile, predictive? You need to know, because based on that, you're going to tailor your project delivery method. Number 14, establish project governance structure. This is really chapter 2. Got to talk about this. Task 15, manage project issues. This is talking really about risks becoming a materialized thing, an issue. That is really about monitor risks. Number 16, ensure knowledge transfer for project continuity. Lessons learned need to be transferred across. And last but not least, we got plan and manage project or phase closure or transition. So my friends, it is very clear that we have our work cut out for us. And speaking of which, we have our agile training coming up after this. So if you're watching the videos here, you might want to look for the other curricula that we have for agile, because those of us who are new to agile will definitely be benefiting a whole lot from that extra discussion about agile. It's supplemental. Okay, so with that said, we are done for the recording. Thank you very much. I will end the recording and we'll round up for today.